Well, I'm at wonderful, scenic, beautiful Coquitlam Center bus loop. Now, this is urban planning as done by the social credit, extended into the modern era with an expensive system we shouldn't have had to have, but now that we have it, we're obliged to keep on expanding it. And sounds like there's eventually going to be extension in Maple Ridge. So that's odd for a bus to stop on a crosswalk. Driver, you stopped on a crosswalk. Anyway, so I'm walking for the Skytrain now, so while I do, I'm going to talk, and probably I'll smoke a joint, and then get on the Skytrain and turn this back on again. I'm going to go to New West, like I've been saying. So anyways, this is the Skytrain system that is part of our history. History worth knowing, as this history guy says. This history worth knowing in British Columbia has been veiled from the world by a corrupt media, but which I have much to say. And right now it's also being manipulated by to stifle the change to a new electoral reform, which should not have been put to a referendum and could have easily been done simply by a change to what we voted on in 2005. And there was an artificial, I want to say the second part of it, but there was the 60% bar. Now think about the geometry of that, because you're hearing that from the no side right now, that they think that 50%.1 referendum plus one referendum is unfair. All British Columbians in British Columbia history until Gordon Campbell held the 05 one were 50% one plus one, each and every one, all kinds of them, right? So until he started fiddling with electoral things. The premiers have too much power to change the Constitution by the things they do, and he did too much for me to start listening today. I might get into that. Joy McPhail, I'm going to tag you or tweet you and ask you to. We met at the rap party for Brotherhood 4, and I had to talk with you about what happened. And you're not getting your opposition office like you should have in the title of leader of the opposition because of him. But also in that. Also in that, I'm tempted to talk to everybody I see, but I'm going to continue this. But also in that, Campbell did a lot of things that took advantage of first past the post power. And he did have 51%, but it was only by manipulating the press with lies. Starting with Glenn Clark, well, not all through the 10 years. So we have a problem with the press. And we have a problem, oh geez, I'm sorry, I've lost the train. This happens, right? As you get old and tangential. So I'm going to step over here away from the people traffic and speak for a bit and then pause and smoke my joint. Or maybe I should just take this on the train and smoke it at the far end. I'm sorry, I had a point about that. And that's to your advantage, you see, there's this old guy, I can't remember anything. Oh no, I'll remember it, it was on the tip of my tongue, I got caught on one of my own tangents. So I'll maybe splice these two or just together, posted together. I'm going to need to take a break with water and continue on. That there was a time when British Columbia was a nicer place. But one thing after another has stolen from you before you were born, as I've said to people already on the bus and so on, and lots of people are listening to me and people are thanking me. So even though the people are thanking me for the thing I'm doing, to spread the word that we need to get the vote out so that there can be positive change for the future of British Columbia and a new system to bring in, the 05 referendum, yeah, so the 40%, I'm finishing off, okay, the 40%, the 60% plus one demand that Campbell had, and now the Liberals and the no side are whining about that they don't have, and that 51% is unfair. What is 60%? Anybody who's good in school should know this. A 60% bar means a veto for 40% of the people who are the same people who can lock down absolute power with 40%. You see the logic of that? The 60% was designed to fail. And I was out of BC at the time, but if I'm not mistaken, the 09 question was reversed and the language was confused. And people didn't know what to do. And then you had the massive spending campaign to defeat it. So this is third time lucky, folks. Turn up every vote you can. Get out the vote from now to the 7th. The street professor here wants you to do it. And along the way, every time I do this, I'm going to educate you about how Skytrain came to be and why we have Skytrain. You know, that's the whole 1983 story. But this Skytrain is the result of Bill Bennett being helped out by Bill Harris's Big Blue Machine from Ontario. 300 Tory operatives were flown in here secretly, and they organized the campaign and to get out the vote for the Socreds. You see what I'm saying? That we were not even our own campaign. Ontario pulled the strings here in the campaign, and because of that deal, guess who put up the money? The people who put in Skytrain. There's more to that. There's more to that. There's more tonight to that 1983, 1986, the Van der Zalm election. There's so much of British Columbia history that you young people and you new British Columbians need to learn and understand who the other side are that want a power like they've had back so they can do it all over again, only worse. And they're going to call me a radical. They're going to call me an extremist. I'm the extremist they've been warning you about, but I'm not a right-wing fascist. No, I'm a radical Democrat, and I want free democracy in British Columbia. You know, I want to call it Free Columbia and maybe move it to Pacifica, which is the name I prefer to Cascadia, as I said in my previous video. So this is the street professor, Skookum1, in liberated Free Columbia, in the Unsurrendered Territories, about to smoke my joint, get on the Skytrain, and go speak to the new people vote at the mosques and the temples that I can find if anybody's open, and any young person I can find, any street person I can see, and anybody who likes what I'm doing, and lots of people do. We had a movement in 1980, 81, 82. We had 400,000 people in the streets just by word of mouth. We can do this again. We can take this province back from the people who stole it and their foreign masters. Yes, I'm anti-foreigner. I'm not anti-immigrant, but I'm anti-foreign control. And that's who the no side are. Listen to me. Vote for PR. That's who the no side are. That they're the bad guys, that they don't want it, is all the more reason that you should vote for it. They want the system that allows them total power so they can sell your soul and your land and your kids down the drain. The kids of the future, get them to vote. The street people deserve a chance. Get them to vote. The new people, their kids are going to grow up in an unfair democracy if you don't vote for PR. Yes, I'm heated, but I'm trying to tell you the importance of this vote. This is the revolution, people. You are it. You, me, and everybody who votes PR. All of us at once. We take this province with a human tide of votes. You weren't given ballots, the people I'm talking about, because you hadn't voted before, and then they're saying, oh, they don't like politics. No, they've been excluded from politics. Yes, okay, so Skookum1, the street professor, is done until he gets to New West. Maybe I'll get it on the train. I don't know. I need some water. You guys need a break, and I know long videos don't sell. Don't get watched a lot. So watch everything I watch if you want to see British Columbia and hear about what happened here. And I'm going to try and get in the summer and the winter to after the election is over. When I'm in Victoria, I'm going to go to certain places and talk about what happened connected with that individual spot or the scenery we're seeing, things like that on the ferry. And the beautiful trip on the ferries I'm going to vlog from. I'm going to get myself a data card, our data plan, so that I can do this anywhere I am, even on the ferries or where I can even do it live. Maybe that's the way to do this. I don't know. Vlogging is all new to me. Advice on how to do that. I need a bigger phone. I need a bigger card. All that stuff in the phone. This is a Lucky Gold Star I bought for 104 bucks. So, anyways, I won't talk about my needs. I'm talking about the need for British Columbia to have a better future, and the only way to have that better future is each and every person who hears this, who understands what I'm saying. You young people, I'm going to teach you so much. And you new people here, that you need to learn what happened amongst us, right? It's not what the media, the popular media and academia is focusing on. There's a lot more that happened here that they don't even know, right? But I've read everything. I have an eidetic memory. I absorb everything, and it digests in me. And I'm able to speak it out. It's called being Orphic, or PHIC for Morpheus. But anyways, I'm done. Don't know too much. And my friend Bill, would you like to be on my video? This is Stefano de Armani, and Bill and I were friends in the medieval club. Go ahead and make fun of us. I'm going to put this live on. This is my vlog. And
I thought you were talking to somebody.
This is another professorly friend of mine, Bill, and we know each other from the Society for Creative Anachronism. He's also Mongo of Bog, who I prefer. But no offense, my friend, right? But anyways, I got to talk to my friend Bill, Please vote for PR if you're young. Please vote for PR if you're a new person that has never voted before. And please talk to the people on the street. Get them to go to Service BC. I'm trying to have more ballot boxes ordered by a judge. And I'm hoping these lawyers I called today call me back. And I'm disappointed that maybe the Green Party has messaged me and I haven't seen it. But I hope that they take the lead on this, as I tried to get them to do. But nah, so I'm taking the lead. I'm trying to get every single person I can to vote. I'm going to turn out thousands of votes personally. I'm going to ask you to do the same. This is the revolution. You are it. Street Professor Skookum1 signing off from Coquitlam Center Skytrain Station with his friend Bill. Right? So anyways, thank you. Have a good night. I'll be on the train after I talk to my friend.